Welcome to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. And I know you saw what happened in there. Best Democratic Club, the electeds come through. What's the word?
Well,
give me the skinny. What really happened?
Well, the lieutenant governor, in my view, basically told us what he thought we wanted to hear. And the council president basically glossed over most of the mayor's plan. All in all, it was a night where we got to hear what they told us what they thought we wanted to hear, and not what we really needed to hear.
What do we need to hear?
Partly is the truth. Partly is the fact that,
I mean, like when they talk about gun control, all I know is you end up locking up black people because we become the culprit. Okay.
Is that when you're talking about, it's nice that you talk about gun control, but the problem is those folk who have illegal intent will always be able to get theirs. Folk like me who own an 1892 Colt that's family heirloom could find myself in trouble having to give that up. But
so is it really gun control? It seems like you giving the everyday person the real grief.
Oh yeah, because you're giving a person like me who's never really used that gun.
Hey, you ain't out there sticking up nobody.
But the problem is, if we're really going to deal with violence, let's deal with mental health for real without coupling it with gun control.
They give people jobs. Last I checked, an employed cat ain't trying to shoot nobody.
If you give them jobs, if you give them everything they need, you won't have a crime problem. In addition to that, it's a feel-good. Most of this legislative session's been about promoting the governor's presidential ambitions.
Thank you. They haven't talked really about anything. Last year was same-sex. This year is gun control. When do black people become a priority in Maryland?
It's about making sure the governor gets on the national scene.
What about us?
Well,
I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about Baltimore City,
well, I'm gonna tell
the state of Maryland, our community, because we see politicos come and go, and the same thing all the time.
The problem is, we have to demand more of them, and two, when we send our folk to Annapolis, be it from the 45th, be it from any of these districts, we have to remind them that we sent them there, not the governor and the lieutenant governor. And part of the problem too is,
do we have to hold their hand to Annapolis? It's like we sent them to Annapolis.
Here's the deal: we basically make it clear what our agenda is and what it is we've expected. And you didn't have to hold Perrin J. Mitchell's hand for him to know what you expected. You didn't have to hold Clarence Blount's hand to make him know.
So what's wrong with these cats? They got iPads and Google and all of that.
The iPads, part of the problem is we allowed them to get out of our control because we allowed them to go to the other folk who could give them all the money they wanted.
So they're getting money from outside of the community, and so therefore their agenda is no longer
to
those forces as well.
And in addition to that, they've really said to us, although we want your vote, but at the end of the day, they don't do anything to demonstrate that other than make a few appearances and a few mail-ins every now and again. But the thing too is that we can't accept that anymore.
Some of these people running for delegate do not know what a delegate does.
Well,
and that is mind-boggling.
Well,
Aaron,